is Orths, Will Not Change TV, here in Luxembourg at the moment in a sports hotel. And I just wanted to use the quiet evening hour to have this video log. We did a very interesting workshop this week with a senior leadership team here in Luxembourg, 19 people. And the day was around time management stroke self-management. I think December is quite a interesting, suitable month to look at this topic, because as the new year approaches and there's some peaceful days hopefully between Christmas and New Year, or less hectic days, why not have a reflection? What am I doing at the moment? What should I be doing? Why am I not satisfied with the status quo? Why do I feel that I don't have enough time, not enough resources? How do other people cope? If I do next year what I did last year, will I be more happy, more fulfilled? Or is it another strain that is lined up? So it was interesting. Now, lots of those leaders, 20, 30 years in business, in high positions since a long time, they read books on the subject, they went through workshops on the subject. So how could we still add value? The way we did it, we explained, introduced concept they may or may not have heard, but then immediately, okay, what does this precisely mean in your environment today, tomorrow? Action steps. And that is an interesting reflection. So first of all, we looked at roles and responsibilities and values. And although people hear about it, not a lot pay really attention and look at it in detail. What are the different roles that you have in business, in life, in the community? What values do you have? If you have different values, what is the impact in this leadership team? So that was some eye-opening revelations. Because if you don't get clarity on the roles and the values, you are busy doing what you're doing, but you don't feel fulfilled and you feel torn. You feel I have to do this, but actually it's not in alignment with my values, so why am I doing it? And then the conflict starts, which can lead to burnout, heart attacks, and all the stuff that you don't want. So also we introduced the classical model, the Eisenhower principle, meaning 4 quadrants. You probably heard it before: important and urgent, important but not urgent, not important but urgent, and not urgent and not important. 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1, urgent and important, firefighting. So we looked at all the symptoms, all the firefighting behaviors. We looked at how does this leadership team attract the firefighting scenario. Being in control, being in the middle, shouting the commands, fighting the fires, being important. So what do you do to create the environment that in a way is against you, but yet you fuel the fire? Second box, important but not urgent. Retreat, leadership position. Design the future. Great box to be in. But how often are you there? How much are you disturbed when you go into that box? And that was also interesting. Well, I have an open door policy. It's important to my people. Yes, but 24/7, or let's say every hour you are in the company building? How can you make sure that the itty-gritty stuff doesn't interrupt you when you retreat to this leadership box? Designing the future, effectivity. Then down here, box number 3. Important for others, very urgent. Some commands maybe from overseas or from other headquarters, and we need this by tomorrow, we need this yesterday. Yes. What of that can you challenge? What can you delegate? Where can you politely but persistently say no? And that is the key. And the last one, not urgent, not important, well, these were high flyers, very busy people, very focused people. There wasn't much in the box of the waste, not urgent but not important. Because if it's recreation or reading a book or something, then maybe it's box 2, it's the retreat. But if it's really time-wasting activities, disregarded. So box 3, of course, was the key. Important maybe for others, but not really for you. urgent, pressing, and how can you deal with that? And we did some analysis, and what came up as one of the main symptoms, typically, a lot of emails, dealing with emails almost 24/7, Saturdays, Sundays, evenings. Again, how do you fuel that email culture? When do you respond? What time of the day? And meetings. Meetings on top of meetings, sometimes double or triple bookings. So they go hand in hand. The email, the invitation to the meeting, then the bullet points, the agendas, the action steps, the next email, one meeting to another. When you come out of 4 meetings, you have to check your email trail. And we looked at the email culture and the meeting culture and the firefighting culture of that leadership team. And the revelation was we could actually, because we are the leaders, put a stop on a few habits, and that would buy us 10, 20%, maybe more time, that we could retreat to the effectivity, the strategy box. And then we really did some action step mapping, what would need to change, who would be the main voice to trigger it off in the new year, how can we measure the change of behavior. Interesting, fascinating. So part of it was input from our side, refreshing some knowledge that they already had on their radar screen, but then was really looking in the mirror, why are you not doing it, what are the deeper reasons, and how can you put it into action. And then it became a sizzle session, and the input was flying, post-it notes, flip charts, and action plan. So it was a very satisfying day, and let's see what happens in the new year. So that's what we did, and I hope that helps you a little bit. Especially at this time of the year, think, what are your priorities? What is the most urgent things to you? What is pressing and eating away from your time? What could you do instead? Have some reflection, have some fun with it. And hopefully, you find your 5, 10, 15%, 20% time. How much should you be in box 2? Effectivity leadership. 60 to 80%. How can you do that? Well, you have to find time in box 3. That is the key. Delegate, say no in a polite way, defer it to later. Anyway, have fun with this. I hope it helped, and hopefully we see you soon. Bye bye.